Hey guys, welcome to my next video at Make Do Living. And today I'm going to make my own orange juice, slow pressed, using just normal oranges. I don't think they have any seeds in them. So I'm going to press out 4 oranges. So here we go. Okay, first you have to prepare the oranges. You can't just press them through. So I'm going to save the peels. And that's where the nutrition's at. And I'm going to scrape off the whites as deep as I can go without getting any of the orange on it. And these were sprayed, so I don't want to get that into my juice either. All right, and I'm just going to break this in quarters, just like this. And then fillet, be careful, but you want to get as much white off as you can. And put it into the bowl. Put the whites in the bowl. Yep, that's good for that piece. This is really good. It takes a little while to get this thing going and set up, but it's totally worth it because of the flavor and the nutrition that you get versus store-bought. It's unmatched, buddy. Good for that piece. I don't know about the stem, but the white part, it's good stuff in there. Vitamin C. All kinds of vitamin C in this. Totally worth it. Look at that. There goes my orange. Into La La Land underneath the table. My orange went. I'll get it last. Probably don't see people doing this very often, trying to scrape off all the white, but that's where it's at. Monkeys eat this and they throw out the fruit. So they must know something we don't realize. Monkeys. Monkey buddies. Yep. And just keep on filleting. And you're going to have a very powerful drink. It's so sweet, you don't need to really add anything to it, but you could. Like, more sugar, or milk, or some other flavoring, vanilla. I don't have any of that yet. I might add to it later. But I got to make do with what I got for now. And plain is fine enough. All right, we'll just throw that out. Okay, so orange number 2. I'll just run my finger through it, kind of like a boiled egg. You would do a boiled egg, or I don't know if you do that like that, but that's what I do. Squeeze too hard, it'll start juicing all over the place on you. Well, this one's a little stuck. Let's just tear it apart and put it in there. It's going to get all mushed up anyway. Okay, just throw that out. So I guess it's better to do this over the bowl that's catching it all. Okay. All right, we got another one to fillet. The more you do this, the better you're going to get cutting these out, a little fillet, kind of get an idea. Be careful though, the last thing you want is to get cut. You ever wake up and you want something to drink and you just don't know what it is? Well, that's what you need right here is a fresh pressed orange juice. It'll get you going on all the goodies that it has in it. Yep. I've made this a couple times already. And it's good every single time. It's definitely worth it. It's worth the mess because you have to get this juicer out. This is like a $400 juicer. Bought about 8 years ago. Omega. It's called an Omega. And it's okay. It's not the best one, but it's not the worst one either. It's kind of the best bang for your buck out of all these juicers for sale. Everybody wants to sell a juicer online when it comes to juicers. And when you hear the buzzword cold pressed, slow masticating, that's what this is. Yeah. It really does a good job. I had some parts break on it because, I never used one before and I was pressing too many things through at once, doing carrots and zucchinis and cucumbers and all kinds of things just to see how good it was. And well, it's kind of fragile. You got to be careful. Good thing it has a 15-year warranty. I'm not trying to sell it or nothing, but they honored the warranty. So that's Omega Juicers. I did a lot of research before I bought this and found out this is the one you want to get if you want one of those. Now, the reason you want one of these better than a fast, high-speed one is because the high speed whips the nutrients into a carved state where it's been like heated and it loses some of its potencies. And so this is the best way, cold pressed, just like your virgin olive oil. You want the cold pressed stuff. But I'm masticating, where it's just like it chews it up. And it's got like a screen, I'll show you. Yep, it's got like a screen, that the type of screen that you strain things with. And yep, a little too deep on that piece. Getting kind of dark in here. When the birds are excited, I'm excited. We're all excited here, right on the show. The Make Do Living Show. You guys don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you can, just say something in chat. I like to see that people will say something and I can say something back. It's kind of fun. It's like a chat room, but better. The birds know that the kitties are coming. It's getting dark. I should have shot this video a little bit earlier today, but I couldn't. I was working on the ambulance. I have an ambulance, and it had a lot of rust spots that were starting, both metal and aluminum, and I had to get on it, and I decided, no, I want these juices. I'm going to go ahead and cut me a video for you guys, because I'm sure you would want to know this. Some people want, or they're getting ready to buy a juicer, and I came up in the actual on their list to click on this. I'm telling you, the Omega is probably your best bet. I mean, I haven't gone through a bunch of them. I still have this one, and I haven't used it all that much. I put it away for like 5 years. I used it infrequently when I first got it, and then I just put it up. I got sick for a couple years, and so I didn't even want to do that. I had a lot of pain I was dealing with at the time. So, okay, we could just throw these out. Now I got one more orange under here. There it is, on the floor. Last orange. So it takes about 4 oranges. I could drink the whole thing, but you only want to drink probably a third of it, and you'll be fine for one person. But since I live alone and I was thirsty, I just drank the whole thing, and I think I'm probably going to drink the whole thing again too. I mean, it's so easy because it tastes so good. You can't stop. It's like, oh, it's gone. Oh, well. Yeah, little pieces here. So we're getting all the white saved. We're throwing it in there, okay, because that's where all the good stuff's at. And we don't have to get it all in there. I just want plenty in there, because it's about the nutrition here, not just because it tastes good. I need some vitamin C. All right, and this is the last one we're going to do here. We're going to fillet this rind here. All right, we got a little bit of light there. Get a little dark now. All right. Yes, sirree, Bob. We're getting her done. We are getting her done. Gonna make us some juice. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna probably start juicing all the time after you know what it feels like after you do something like this. I mean, you don't just drink orange juice and like, oh my God, I feel like $1,000,000. But this is like that. And all you did is put these oranges in with the whites. The next process is pretty fast once it starts going through there. Okay, so there we go. We got it. Should look something like that. Okay, the oranges with all these white shreds in there. So we're good to go here. Let me take a little, clean up this little mess here. Splattery orange juice. Okay. And then I'm going to get this set up here. So, all right, this is how you put it together. Make sure it's open. There's an open and close. And then here's the main piece. And stick this masticator. This is the thing that spins it through there. Just like that. And then put the strainer. This is a strainer adapter. I have other adapters for pasta, but this is the strainer. It only goes in one way. It will not go in any other way. Okay. So then you put this on. All right. And then there's this numbered cap. And then just turns. And then you make sure that's open. And then you feel around. Okay, and it's straight up and down. Then you push it, you hold it in to where it's kind of level to the actual unit. Then you slowly push close. Don't force it. Doesn't need any force. If there's force, that means you got sticky stuff back in here on this slider wheel. And you got to clean that off with a towel. All right. So the juice goes in here. It will drop right in here. It'll come down and drop right in here. And it's got a place where it sits right against this. And then you put this is where the pulp goes out the end here into that. And I'm going to take the pulp and run it through a couple times. Okay. So there we have it. Now we're going to start with number 3 to 4. And when we run it through, we're going to run it through tighter and tighter. And it's about 4.5. And then to try to put more juice in there. I like to get a paper towel because I think I remember when you pull this out and then you try to clean it up, it'll go and start messing up the counter. All right, so just turn it on. Everything sounds fine. And just start feeding it. Put some of this whites in, and put some of the orange in, and then I've got this pusher. You don't want to push too hard, but if it gets stuck a little bit, you just kind of put it over. See, it's starting to come out. Da-da-da-do. Gonna have a good time with you on Make Do Living. That's right. See, it's coming out. You get a little bit tighter, like almost 4. This is for oranges. People would like to know this. They may have one. Okay, so let's give it a little bit of, you get it going. You don't want to force it because that's how I broke it last time. You need to be careful. It will eat and spit it out itself. And then again, you want to throw some of these whites in. This is actually a lot more whites peelings than I've ever peeled, honestly. So you mix the fruit with the peelings, and then as it fills up, and then help it go down a little bit. Okay. Some more of these wipes. Too many. I'm almost through it. Look, guys, this is awesome. This is awesome. You can't deny it. This is way better than the one that's a fast whipper. Yeah, sure, you're going to get done faster, but the flavor and the nutrition you're going to get from this one versus the fast one is huge. Almost done here, feeding it. Now, I'm going to save some of these. Use this a little bit. I'm going to save some of these chunks for the pulp. And when I run the pulp through, oh, you don't want that in there. We're going to run the pulp through. All right. So we're just going to take this and tighten it a little bit tighter. We're going to take the pulp and put it up here. Okay. Feed it down in there. A little bit tighter though. So I was already almost at 4. Now we're definitely like 4.5. Then one of these orange pieces here to give a little bit of juice. And then help it down. It's definitely so. It's getting foamy. I love the foaminess. Okay, and then so all of the stuff that's been pressed through has been recycled through one time, just about. We did 4 oranges worth. And this is it. Now you just want to get, yep, and all of it went in there pretty much. All right, now I'm going to loosen it all the way, just about. That should be good enough. All right. And that's it. Then, so we've got the pulp. I like to throw this out for the birds and stuff, whoever wants it. So I put it in the, compost. And then this is the final result coming out of that. So I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this from closed to open. And it all comes off in one piece. Okay. There you go. There's a little bit left in there. And then you just basically have a toothbrush that goes in there. It's kind of a huge toothbrush. And you just take it all back apart again. Get you a tub in a sink and fill it with some hot soapy water. And take all of these. And when you get to this part here, let me take this off. All right, this is going to require, toothbrush, and so is this thing. So, but it's not hard. A little bit of water. But let me go ahead and take a swig of this, guys. I may have to redo this video. Maybe not. This is how much you get out of 4 oranges. Not sure how much that is. Probably 2 cups. Mmm. So much good texture. I want to say it tastes like an orange Julius. I'm going to drink it all again. I've been craving it for 3 days. It took me 3 days to, get this out because I got to make do with the space that I got. I have to put the cooker top back on there after I get rid of this. Unplug the cord and put this back up on this shelf here. Put that back over here so I can cook some breakfast or some hot dog burritos or whatever I'm hungry for. So this is Make Do Living, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye now.